What's up, guys? I'm here again to tell you guys on the progress on my dirt bike. I completely installed the Tusk lighting kit. As you can see, I have it on the left hand side, my switches. I'll show you that in a minute. Don't worry about these wires. Totally going to cover those up. Right now, I just finished bleeding my brakes after installing the banjo bolt adapter for my brake light. I had a little trouble. It's kind of cheap. This line, as you can see, it's not even connected. I actually had to cut them off because the banjo bolt that they gave me did not fit, so I kind of had to force it in there, but it's in there good. I just finished bleeding the brakes, getting all the air out of the lines, and now the brakes are working perfectly fine. So yeah, I just got to finish that, and then done with the lighting kit. And then after that, I just got to install my speedometer, and it's good to go. So, anyways, that's how I have it mounted. That's the tail light. And that's how I have the wires kind of exposed, but I mean, I don't really plan on doing any extreme, off-roading on this, at least not yet. I see here I got some Shinko 705s put on. Freaking nightmare putting these on. I think the back tire, the original dirt bike tire, was, I believe, what is it, 190 by 19 for the back tire. The front one was 190, no, 180 21 or something like that. But I actually bought these. These are tubeless tires, but I actually have the tube inside of these tires, and they work, completely fine. You can actually put tubes or not have tubes in these. I put tubes in because of the rims. They're really old, and I saw that somewhere around here on this rim there's a tiny little crack. So the air would have leaked out. So went ahead and put the tubes in, and it works perfectly fine. These back tires for this 2004 YZ250F, I got Shinko 705s, and they are 110/80 by 19. And the front ones are 90/90 by 21. Shinko 705s, and they feel amazing. I've already taken a cruise on it up and down the street, and it's awesome. Totally worth the hell putting them on. But yeah. So got the tires, got the signal lights, tail lights, fender all on there. Got the headlights. So let's go ahead and switch this on. So I hit the switch, and immediately you see the low beams and the high beams. And it just has the option to turn them off, which I will be doing because I'll tell you in a minute. So here's the brake light there, signal lights. Got that one there. Then I got that one in the front. It's a little strip light. It's a waterproof strip LED turn signal from eBay. I'll figure out from who, and I'll put it in the description or whatnot. That one. There we go. It's really cool. And then you got the little horn going on there. Probably won't be super effective, but it's there. So that's what I got so far. And yeah, wondering how I'm getting power to this. It's actually this is actually screwed down. Anyways, in the air box in here, I have a 12-volt motorcycle battery, fully charged. I charge it with the battery tender. I have an outlet in here, so when I come home, maybe it'll probably last me a good 2 days if I'm not riding it constantly. Especially at night, I won't have the headlight on and during the day there's no point. So, but the tail light would be on constantly, so that won't even run it down, halfway. This battery's been sitting in this bike, and I've been testing all the lights, working on everything with this battery for about a week, and didn't have to charge it yet, and it's still, full power. And It's really cool. I can get the name brand of the battery. It was pretty cheap. It was about a $40-$50 battery. I got it at a small motorsports place that sells scooters and stuff. But yeah, let me take this off and I'll show you how I have it in there. It's kind of ghetto rigged, but it works, and there's absolutely nowhere else to put that battery that will be safe. So I'm gonna pause this video, take this off, and I'll show you what I got under there. All right, guys. So I got the two screws out of here, and there's only one screw here and one screw there, directly on the opposite side of the seat. So taking it off, all you got to do is pull back and up, and it just slides right off the tank. And that's it for the seat. So as you can see here on how I have the battery seated right on top of the air filter. I know it's kind of stupid and it sucks. I wish I didn't have to do this, but I mean, I feel it has, perfectly. It still has maybe this entire bottom of breathing space, and the top and the sides and the bottom, and it's just covering this top part. But there's nowhere else you could put this without having to weld something here and doing all that shit that I don't want to do. And also, I don't want to have to go buy a $400 stator and risk breaking something just trying to put it in just so I can get an extra 20-30 watts that won't even make these lights as bright as what this would make it. But this is what's in there. This is a 12-volt motorcycle battery. You can get them smaller than this. This is just all I could find, at that price. They got some online that are probably maybe half this size that probably won't last as long, or will. I'm not an expert on batteries, but you can find some that are smaller on Revzilla, I believe. Revzilla's got some really cool ones. They got these really small red ones, probably like that big and maybe that wide, and it would fit snugly, perfectly in here without messing anything up. But I've ridden this bike, 3-4 times with the battery in there, and didn't make a difference. It doesn't rattle. I have a ghetto setup. I have a zip tie holding it back. It doesn't slide side to side. I have a waterproof tape on the positive side of the battery, and the negative side here can be exposed. It'll be okay. I also put some tape on the chassis just in case I hit a bump and this decides to jump up, so that it won't make contact with this chassis, because the chassis is completely connected together and will short out everything. So that's the battery. Works fine. Nothing's loose. There's no horrible soldering skills on this bike. RTC nightmares, man. But anyways, works fine. Got some headlights. Haven't charged it in a week, but I mean, I haven't been riding it, at night or anything. I'm sure if you were to commute at night with this, having the low beam on, for about 15-20 miles every night, you would probably have to get it charged either every night or every other night, 2 nights. Yeah, so that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and get started soldering these wires to this banjo bolt so I can get this brake light working. So hopefully in 2 weeks I can have this at the inspection place, the motorcycle shop, getting it inspected, get all that stuff, get some insurance, and hopefully get it registered before late March or before spring break. Yeah. Well, by the way, since it's probably your typical. All right, everybody gets this, but it's the vapor speedometer, tachometer, speedometer. Comes with all the goodies. I actually ordered this one special because of the temperature adapter that goes onto this right here. You have to cut this to put the little temperature gauge in there so that you can don't overheat, or when you are overheating, you know when to stop. But I ordered this one special because it It came with a chrome blue. So I thought that was pretty cool. Comes with everything. So yeah, gonna put this on hopefully tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, you guys. So if you wanted to do this to your YZ250F, it's totally possible. And yeah. All right, guys. I finished the soldering on the banjo bolt. As you can see right there, got it all cleaned up and ready to go. And here's the brake light. I'm gonna push on the brake, and voila, we have a brake light. It's pretty. It's all good. So yeah, you guys, that's it. It's pretty much ready to go. I'm gonna slap on the speedometer this weekend, and it's ready. So just gotta save that money so I can get it registered, get it inspected, and get some insurance, and be on the road. All right, you guys. Peace out.